Welcome to Serpent Visionary Oracle. It's the return of the pick-a-pile. There's a lot going on right now. So this one is celebrating Virgo energies. Remember, there is some powerful retrogrades still going on through fall. This time it was just whatever number of the dice calls to you. There's a 4, a 1, the 3, and the 6. See you in the intro, and there'll be timestamps below as well. Hey, welcome. Lots been going on out there. A new set of cards that have been coming through for everyone. We have those retrogrades. But there's Chiron, Saturn, Pluto, Neptune. It's a lot. A lot of people are getting slammed and slapped out there. So today's pick-a-pile is about the Virgo, with all of that, and it's entering the Virgo energies. Pretty straight up, full force. So I'm glad I'm back, actually, talking about Pluto and all the retrogrades, right? So I'm glad to be back, that this video is being posted. I was banned for a little bit. Anyways, I am a reader that does one-on-one readings, personal, dogs, cats, animals, minors, past, present. If you're looking for a personal reading and a little bit of a discount, you can always go and do the card promo route, which is if you purchase and gift the reading table with the deck or decks, you receive a reading from me. The decks choices are in the playlist area of the channel. You can see the flip through of each card deck. So there's 2 lists going on. There's Amazon, and then there's SD. Now the SD list is geared more to individual artists and creators versus the Amazon mass market area of the decks, which either or, beautiful. Because you know, if it wasn't for mass market, I wouldn't be reading to begin with. That's the way it is. So with that said, I just used dice today for choices. And happy birthday to this little dude right here. So I'm using this deck today too. I just want to simply get into it. So let's just go. Okay, before we get to the piles, you want to look for where is 0 to 3 degrees Virgo in your chart, your astrology chart. And that will tell you more or less the area that that's really chargy, waking up, focused, full on truth, truth, honest. I'm not an astrologer, but you can look all that stuff on YouTube and, you know, Google. Speaking of, number 2, before we go into the piles, you're going to notice, because I forgot about this before, I just think it's natural. It's just one of my decks. Although, speaking of the AI Google thing, because of that, you're going to see edits or that ridiculous thing that I'm going to do, because I don't want to do the video over. But I'm like, oops, because I shot the piles already. I know what the vibes are, you know. But I had to stick this portion somewhere. But that's why you're going to see like blurs and that pixelated stupid thing. Because if not, I'm going to violate community guidelines. Anyways, enjoy your piles. They're very interesting. I loved doing this video. So, number 4. Let's see what this pile reveals. Ooh, the capacity to love. Priorities. Okay. Then we have these 2 oracle cards. And I love these cards because they have no words, no numbers, no nothing, no meanings. Well, there's a guidebook and there's meanings in the back of the cards, but you know me, the type of reader I am. And the tarot was real chargy with this pile, so we'll like arrange everything here. Let's put them right at the edge because this is okay. So we'll put these down below like this. Okay, I know better. There's always a lot of cards on my table. All right, the tarot. Okay, 8 pentacles, 2 swords, 8 swords, oh, 4 swords. Oh, there's a lot of swords here. 7 swords. What? That's a lot of swords. This is rather interesting because this is work vibes straight up. The first card. I don't think it's, I'll get into it in the messages. Oh, and plus these 2 oracle cards here. And this interesting guy here. Okay. Capacity to love and priorities. Let's get into the messages. You know, I had to take time here to really soak this one in. Because obviously this is about something with work, right? Layers of work. So with the capacity to love and the priorities, there's a lot going on here with everybody. There has been. But this is Virgo vibes, okay? This is Virgo energies that the pick-a pile is based on with the retrogrades going on. It feels very scattered. It feels like you don't want to look at things or deal, even though you know what's going on. I don't think you're fooled in the situation. I think you know what's going on. Because when the first card's the capacity to love, there's a feeling where there be lack of. Ooh, it's rumbling outside. Yeah, it's the thunderstorm's been going on and off for the last 3 or 4 days. Rumble, rumble. It just seems like you just adapt and like you kind of, I wouldn't say giving up, or you're just real checked out and resigned about certain things. And the message here is don't spread yourself so thin and don't give yourself all. Give yourself to what your priorities are, what your dreams are, where you want to spend your time, energy, and power on. Look, there's like a blindness here, like a checked outness, fantasy land. There's worries, but there's a lot of deceit here that's ripping you off. So most of the time when I see a Seven of Swords, it's basically outside the self. So maybe there's like there's influences around you that aren't your friends, that isn't true. Because the Seven of Swords is about the deceit. But see, I know you know what this is. It's not like you're in the dark about all of this scatteredness, like checked out, not taking care of yourself fully, not getting rest. I hope that came out. The only thing about filming is when the phone rings, I don't know what it does with the video. So hopefully it's okay. And the rumbling continues in the background. So there's a payoff here with you. This is very like, when energy is this all over the place and stranged up, I take a break before I turn the camera and even talk. Let's see what this deck has to say here. Because I get you want beauty around you. I get like you want your dreams and your home nice, and there's a lot of beauty around you, or beauty you want to create, but you just put up with whatever you've been putting up with. This is a good story. Here? Yeah, let's see what's here. Oh yeah, see. All right, okay. What's over here? Okay, so we have the Six of the Cup equivalent, the Moon, and the Queen of the Sword equivalent. In this, and then over here, it's the Four of the Pentacle and the Ace of the Pentacle. This is Virgo. This is going down in Virgo. There's a lot of things too, because I feel you want dreams here. I feel you want expansion. I feel you want what you want, but you're not doing anything about it, and you're putting your energies all over the place and playing it off like you're fine. Because there's a capacity to love card. That means that maybe you're feeling lack of somewhere. Either it's usually it's within self, but I think it's where you're surrounded, how you're surrounded by for work, or maybe a situation that is not working out. It's just not. This is going to get even better down here. I love using non-traditional cards because they rename them. And when they rename them, I take that into consideration because it speaks to the other person. That means you, if you chose this pile. So there's play here in the Six of Cups, but it's lacking. Like it's like a reminisce, like I wish it was, fill in the blank. I wish I felt, like you're somewhere else. Not wanting to look at the truth though. But you know what the truth is. But what I mean by that, you don't want to delve deeper than that, the surface. Well, Ganesh comes to say there's a capacity to love here that's going to heal the situation, that's going to move it forward, so you can feel the beauty and the fulfillment of what you really desire and want. And this is not only in the finances and money, it's your home and in your health first. You're not getting the rest, you're checked out, you're not taking care of yourself. I don't know, I wonder if the camera picks that up, because it's definitely thundering. There's no lightning, but it's thundering type storm. That's so weird here that sometimes it just grumbles and rumbles and there's no lightning. Interesting I'm mentioning that in this reading, because that's what it is like. You're doing this for security? Security, really? Because that's what the Four of the Pentacles is portrayed as here. Barbed wire, like you don't, like I told you, there's like no movement, like there's even kind of a stubbornness here. Because wow, you so want a different life and you work and you do this and you do that, like the things, but truthfully, it's going to be your truth that sets you free, that gives you the beauty of what you want. And that means your words. That means you stand up for yourself finally. Now, when people pick a pile as you, it also could mean that it's someone very close to you that you know. But just consider, okay? Reason why I say that is I'm looking at the law of the row of this tarot deck's line, and in each card there's pairs. So if it's a partnership, because it's, you know, if it's work involved, there's people, but just there's people. It's a lot here. The main point is, what's going to free you is you and your words, your truth. The way you go about expressing yourself is going to be just fine. Because Ganesh says priorities. It's time to look at what's really dear to you. Like, the camera got near. So that's what I'm getting out of this. This is Virgo. This is a lot. Because it is standing for your ground. It is, you want to experience the flow of the generosity and the connections. You have an ace here. Okay. Sorry, this is a little choppy, but there's things going on today. So consider, when things happen like this, when videos are in pieces like this, that's what it feels like with you, to spread yourself all over the place like this, pleasing and not taking care of yourself. Pleasing others, pleasing so it looks good, pleasing so, you know, you don't get fired, or whatever line you've been walking, what path you've been walking recently. See, I love your adaptability. You're gonna have this like energy like, I'm ready now. I mean, you say that you are, but then something stops you. It's too much overthinking. You're in your head about a lot of things. But you have an ace here. See, there's this, it's shown this way. I'm going to show you the images like I always do. I flip the camera. So when I see this one, I also see hearts. Like I see a heart. Some people say they see a fruit, but there's a gift coming. It's one of these boom moments. And that's what a lot of people have been experiencing lately. A lot of surprises have been coming in through these retrogrades. And now that's in Virgo energy, there's no bullshitting around, is there? It's going to come towards, but you know, you're going to have to choose. It rumbles in the background. Okay. Anything else? I'll flip the message. Flip the messages. Yeah. Flip the camera so you can see the images. Images and messages rhyme. Anything else? Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you. Anything else? Great, beautiful. See, oh, there's a passion coming back here. There's passion here. It's the Knight of the Wand. In this deck, it's called Freedom. And it's next to the Three of the Pentacle, which in this deck, it's called Collaboration. So this new beginning here with the Ace, which is called Origin, going back to you, Miss Discernment, Miss Queen of the Wand. So look, bottom line is you say so if you're going to expect any of this change coming. Although, you know, we never know how it's going to come towards us. You have lots of choices and people that it affects, in this case. Yourself being the number one, or that other person that's very close, whichever it is, or both. But this collaboration is very strong. It's very balanced. Look at this. Can't wait to show you like close up what I'm looking at. It hits home for me, the imagery here. I'll show you. So up to you to choose you. But sometimes, you know, when we do not, it just kind of happens for us. It could go down like that too. Happy birthday, Ganesh. Let's show them the images. Okay, there's a lot of cards here. Beautiful imagery. Let's go back to the beginning. With Ganesh, happy birthday, Ganesh. Capacity to love and priorities. But I'm going to look at the imagery and look at what it tells you. It's like it's like the trunk is what absorbs, right? And look, he has the little ballsies there. Okay, and then over here, the left side's like of beauty and yay, and putting like your energies into things. The birds, you know, it's good vibes, right? And this dude looks like, to the right, looks a little depleted. You know, almost like the dying of the butterfly is going to happen. So you want to be in the left. Remember over here with the swords? Look at the imagery, though. See, right away, this girl has the back, but looking towards her back to make sure everything is good. But over here, the daydreaming starts, like you don't want to look at it. You entertain a lot of things that aren't this. But it's being bound. She's bound, and she's not the hangman either. Over here is the lack of the rest and taking care of yourself. Interesting combination as they all like story each other, yeah. But you're like not taking care of yourself or the situation. It's exhausting. Look, you know, I would say that sometimes it may be even a challenge to wake up in the morning and choose the day to like get up and do it. Knowing that this right here is on your back and looking at you always. In the second row of this tarot, it gets nicer. Remember, you got to choose. So there's the playful, there's the reminiscing. You know, there's like emotions here. Means something to you. Maybe once was, or a vibe that you want to be. And look at how this row is going to get partners. So there's two here, there's two wolves here, and then it's double partnered here with the two. But it's in flight, so I think it's like one-ish. Look at how radiant that full moon is. It's all psychedelic. Yeah, not easy. This pose isn't easy, by the way. I don't do headstands like that. My arms are positioned different, but so that's not easy. I didn't say this was an easy situation because you got to say so. So there's a pair there. Continuing on where these were a little separated. Let me put this down. And I'm just rearranging here. So the next one was this area here. Notice there's a moon over here. There's a lot of moon here. There's a full moon here with like a whole new other world. Look at her wings, right? Oops, before I spill this. There's that guy. Almost done. Beautiful. Aren't these cards beautiful? And then, you know, she's mooning over here. There's the obvious moon card. Then there's like a psychedelic moon here. And then there's little crescent over there in the waning position. Now you see where this has got you? You know, there's a nice, you know, there's a shed, broken down shed, and there's this freaking palace and empire over here. Interesting, there's partners here. There's two people again, right? So, up to you to say so, to come at it with truth, to stand for yourself. Look, she stands on her head even. That's strong. And then this comes into the picture. Move this slide along. And then these two were this one was next. Okay. Then the energy moves over here. This is Virgo. Ooh, Virgo season. And you also have butterflies present, or wings. Different deck. So there's a new birth here, rebirth, right? This is called the Freedom card here. This would signify the Knight of the Wands. And so there's a heart here. I always see a heart when I think of this card because, you know, it's your health first. It's your body first. It's your mentality. Your home. The changes in the monies and your freedom, your priorities, your heart. When it's there, there's new collabs coming too. And this time, look at this. It's fun. It's balance. Look at the reference here. So choose it as it comes to you. Like I said, it's not easy. But this is what's coming towards you. Wow. But you got to choose it. That's what I got here for your message for Virgo season with the retrogrades. Thank you for watching. Much, much love always. Salud, everyone. Choice number 2 is the dice, the 1. Just set this aside. Openness. I love this deck. Look at the little fatesies and toes. I love that there's a lot of moon going on here in the vibes. Okay. in this next card, these are oracles. Let me position this here. We got her and this one. It's funny because it looks like that's the mom on the left, and then there's like her bratty kid that's full of attitude. Look at the imagery. Look at all the symbology in these cards, though. Okay, a little bit of tarot here. 9 Wands, the King of the Sword, oh boy. The Sun, yay! Wow. That's the page, by the way, of the wand. Knight of Wands. There's wands here. Ooh. Told you there was someone with attitude. Anyways, let me flip the camera and get into the messages. I'll be flipping more tarot live. So I'm gazing here at the cards, and it's really funny because there's a really fun mischievousness here. And these are people I'm feeling that are more independent or solo, single perhaps. You know, I think you have a good network, but you're on top of things. This makes you a leader type. You can even feel like a little bit of a diva or a god in the situation, but not arrogant, only with unbalance perhaps. Let me see here. Okay. So with the tarot, with this 9 Wand, the way it's portrayed, King Sword, the way it's portrayed, it could be the message is to give your back in a connection and, you know, go your way, because it's a snarl and an entanglement. It weighs on you, and you're not exhausted yet, but the message would be to, you know you're better if you're free on your own. The second message is, with the second part of the lineup here, is that before you get to the point of the physical exhaustion or the everyday routine, you know, like, because you're spontaneous, you're adventurous, you know, you do better when you're following your own passion and no one else's. You're very independent vibes. But it's your word that people respect, because they know that you're honest, you're sharp, you're good with plans and figuring things out. Like, you're very solid in boundaries for sure. There's balance here. You know, when you get to the point where it's the me show and then you go mellow out, you know, I think there's nature here that's nicely involved. But I feel it's very solo here. You do well this way. Ganesh in the reading first off speaks of openness, and he's on a waning crescent. So, you know, maybe it's that time to go away and come down a little bit from the responsibilities, perhaps. Maybe you're a boss. If you are, you know, you wish you could be funner. But if you do, then it gets out of hand, because, you know, then the next thing you know, then you're breaking your own boundaries within yourself. There's a lot of play here and fun. I love it. But the sun card here, get out. There's always like hot dudes portraying the sun. You ever notice that? The hot dudes in a lot of decks? Or maybe it's just the decks I own. I know what you're going to say. And you're right. Anyways, this is from this deck called the Tattooed Tarot. I love the way that it's portrayed because this guy's got a full-on chest piece all the way down to the midsection. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever been tattooed. I've been tattooed where the chest area is here. Not in the midsection, but I have sides. You could tell sides. So it's a very interesting area. But you know, there's ideas here. And they're taking off. The harvest is going to come for you. You know, the way that this is portrayed, though, is funny because some of you, it's just going to come out of nowhere. And it's kind of quirky. I'm surprised there's no bats involved in the reading yet. Oh, hold up. I can actually do that. Okay. Let's see what this deck says. This is an interesting line right here. Right. Yeah, you guys are in your own world, definitely. You are respected, though, and you have a lot of good, strong resources. But when Ganesh is saying openness, there's time for it means expansion. It means like the ideas, getting it out, manifesting. And now it's like, I think you're feeling the passion now to do so. Let's see what else comes up. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Ooh. Anything else? Let's take anything else, because there's some maybe they want me to do a little step at a time here. Because you got the 5 and the 2 of the Pentacles, but in this deck, the 5 is called process, and it's like it's like real purging. It's one of my ayahuasca cards in this deck for sure. It's the purging. And this one is the adaptability, and you're like, You're individual, you know, you're like, no. Team player, no, I'm the boss, I'm the leader, you know. It's like, it's okay, but it's like, okay, so this is in action already. The process has been in action. That means you've been alleviating. You've been putting the work in, you know. But the adaptability is funny because you're like, it's not for me. But there's so many choices in front of you that you can, like, if you had double 3 of wands here, excuse me, not swords, wands. I was gazing at the word, it said swords here. Well, you know, since that did come out and it's not a card, yeah, because that's depth. You're willing to face grief, sorrow, and sadness and stand strong. That card's not here, by the way. But the 3 of Wands hasn't showed up, and that's the one with the opportunities and the camino and the door opening. But you see here, the Hangman appears right in the middle of your reading here. And it's a woman figure. You gaze into this one, has a lot of messages as it is, you know. It's very ayahuasca, it's very serpent, it's very, you know, hey, you've been looking at a lot. That's like how that's like how I was saying, that's a lot to look at, your choices. But I know everything's going to be great, because you know you got the sun here, and then you're boom, there you go. You set off, grasshopper. You set off with all the new. Yeah, all the new, right? Like, even if you're seeing new lands, or like exploring new places, like that's what you feed off of. That's what the openness is about. Just be open. Don't try and figure it out, because you've been used to doing that a lot. It's time to not do that so much, and just consider you're very good at observing. You've not missed a thing lately. Virgo energy, more please. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God, you have double suns. Okay. It's going to give me more messages here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. I'm not kidding when I said there was ayahuasca all over this. Okay. This is Virgo season. Okay. With the Hangman, you have the King of the Pentacles, which in this card is called prosperity. The Sun appears again. This time it's portrayed with two people and the big elephant. There's two people in this Sun card as well. Interesting. Okay. You also have the Knight of the Sword, which is called the impulse. Then I say there was a little bit of mischievousness here. Oh yeah, the curiosity. It's paired with both. It's paired with the page and the Knight of the Swords, which it's called impulse and curiosity. It's very ayahuasca-ish. Oh my God. Wait to see the imagery. Look at all these eyeballs. That's intense. You're like, wee! So be it. Yay. What a journey it's been. Woohoo. Okay. That's what I meant by the little mischievousness up there. Because over here, like, you've really been looking. See, I know you've been looking. You have the Hangman, which is the magician in disguise. You're ready to let loose with your skills, with your expertise, but it's in a whole different way, obviously. There is the Five of Cups, because, you know, wait till you see the spilled wine image, and you're just like, well, you're just looking at it all casual. Wait till you see it. It's not a big deal over here. Because in this card, it's called attention. So yes, you're already at, I know, it's caught your attention. You're beyond, like, you having this capture your attention. You also have the Hermit, and then you have the High Priestess. The High Priestess card here actually has the ayahuasca flower in it. I'll put mine here to show you. So this is going in depth. I told you you're an individual. It's time to journey. So maybe you are a psychonaut, a plant medicine type journeyer. Okay, let's get back to this here, because there's two suns. So if this says prosperity, wow, your idea is going to bring you prosperity. But remember, when I see the green and the star that the tarot is based on, It's your health first. So maybe perhaps you're conquering or changing something with your health or your home. Because there's also a pair here of stags in this card. So first it's solo, and then there's people. I think that's where the mischievousness comes from. There's people here. It's fun. It's a fun vibe. I don't know. Go with it. It's just like, I just read what's here. It's so fun to be in the vibe and gaze and like bask in the energies of your Virgo. It's coming with these retrogrades. Is I think you're doing a really good job, because I know you know. I know you know. I know you know, because you have a 5 cup and you know those. They're not a mystery to you, what's coming towards you and what you want. But you got to do some changes here, like for real, spiritual changes, in-depth changes here. Like, though you know what they are. You're a high intuitive, you're a high gifted person. Perhaps that's why I felt the individual, because most high practitioners are solo. Or this is a real solo journey to you. Like, this is something you do for you, and that's it. No one can give that to you, and you feed yourself this way. So you replenish yourself. So when you come in contact with others or people that are new connections or connectedness, it's kind of like, you know, you've washed, you had your spiritual bath. So there's no baggage. You know, new perspectives. As Ganesh says, happy birthday, by the way. His openness. And I like these cards because there's a lot of yoga references in here. So that prosperity, it's not like an overnight thing. This is something you've been working on step by step, level by level. It's beautiful to see that it's ready to go. It's ready to, the expansion's here. It's just the distractions that test you. Like I said, you have a little bit of a mischievousness. Here it's called curiosity, but I feel it's a little bit more than that fuels it. Not a bad thing. This is fun to be in. When I stay in the vibes of the cards and I like basking in it, it's really nice. Because this is a very nice Virgo energy for you. So I'm going to show you the images because, you know, God, when you get a real in-depth personal reading, those are like an hour. So imagine if I spent more time with just this and it was personally you, your reading. The details would change, of course. So it would be more in-depth, designed for you. But this is the layout. This is the vibes. Let me show you your images. Okay, this is a lot of cards. Okay. So it started off here with the number 1. You. And then we move down to the more passionate row of the tarot here. And then when we got more in depth, I gotta show you this, these two right here a little closer. Look at this. Take a look at this process, this purging card. Oh my God, it's such a ayahuasca flashback, but that's real. That's good work there, right there. And the adaptability, you know, you're really looking at things. Okay. So there is like a lot to juggle here. Which direction? The monies, the this, the that, everything. So this is the way it looked. This one crossed over it. We move here till you go from that King of Sword there. Then here's what's equivalent to the King of Pentacle, which is called Prosperity. And it's this was first. And, you know, I saw this is what this deck flippage is based on, was the Hangman. So just take a look at the Hangman. So you do see the imagery of the snake here. There's a lot of snake here. That's high healing. I see the bat. I told you there was going to be a bat somewhere. Quirky. Here it is right here. There's the serpent right there. The tools. The hangman's tools here. In this case, the woman. Ooh, that's surrendering too. That's just like staying stealth. Going like not missing any details. Knowing everything and just like everything about the whole package. And then there's the two stags right there. This, by the way, yoga pose is not easy. Go try it. Okay. But see, this is where I see the distraction. So this is the Knight of the Sword. This is the page. I'll scroll. Isn't that wild? Look at all those eyes. Look at the... zoom in here. There's so much detail in here. Do you see that? Wow. The rooster up there, the cocky... Hope they pick up the birds in the background as we're zooming in on this card. But look at this one. That's wild. So, but it didn't really give me like severe red light or anything, because this... So it's kind of like fun, but just not in let it, get carried away. But that's how fire people are, especially the grounded ones. So you have two suns. Woohoo! Two suns. So what does that mean? Well, geez, that's the most happiest. It's very yang, fire, passion, energy, but the sun's always there. The sun is the happiest card in the whole deck, man. Whatever is going on is always like the sun. Yay, that means it's a yes. That means it's yummy. It means it's oozing with butter. Over here, though, there is a card of attention again, because what over here sometimes may bring, but there's the sun, so it's all good. It's all fun. All I got to do is clean it up, because there's still some drinks there waiting for you. But maybe perhaps they go a little deeper, those cups, than this one that got spilled that has your attention. Cups given that it's emotional. What's tagging on your heart space? What's really going to be in these two? So here's the ayahuasca flower here. This is what it looks like. That's the high priestess next to the hermit. Get out. There's the white queen. Chakruna. Look at the beautiful hummingbirds. So there's a lot of freedom in going in depth. Now, if you do not partake of these medicines or cannot, the message is still to go as deep as you can wherever your level is right now. This is just my path. So if you want to know about this, just get in touch with me. But that's why I love this deck. This is a high medicine deck. It's high vibrational. So if you want a personal reading, just get in contact with me. You know how. So let me put the 2 suns over here. Thank you for watching. Both suns. Much love. Salud. Okay, choice 3. Let's put this up here. Happy birthday, Ganesha, by the way. Whee! Oh, harmony, beautiful. Ooh. Yummy. Okay, oh my God, let me see these. Oh, this is my type of Virgo season. This is so much fun. Check it out. Whee! The little cherubs having a party. Oh, Cupid arrow there. Oh, how nice. Look at wings, togetherness, ooh, harmony. Wow, 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 wow. The devil's here. Okay. With what though? Oh, upside down priestess. Uh-oh. And then the page of the swords. Wow, what's this about? Virgo season retro. This is retrograde stuff for sure. This is the Virgo outcome with the advice applied because, oh, I'm going to get into this one. Damn, the devil's here. Spicy. Wow. Interesting, I'm looking because the devil person in the imagery could be, could, but maybe not. Because the devil's kind of more muscly. But he has the same shaven head, two ringed earrings. And almost like a spot. I'm getting it. All right. Because I looked, I'm like, oh, geez, the devil. Because when the devil card... when the devil card appears in the reading, it's just toxic vibes, period. Whether it's inside self, outside of self, a situation, a specific person, you're the devil in this situation, whatever it may be, right? When I see it, just know the very first thing I say about it is that it's a very deep level of deceit. A deceit that doesn't want to be found out. It goes beyond a thief. This is really strong vibes. But see, Ganesha here. Happy birthday, Ganesha. Wow. That's what I'm saying. That was a big third eye opener. Like, I saw the devil, I'm like, ooh, let me tap in. See, because there's a harmony and relaxation. And what I'm seeing here, too, is there's 2 moons in your reading. And they're the same position. That means they're in the moon's position today. I'll show you what I mean. So here's in the Ganesha deck, yeah, there's one, and then there's the other one. Completely different decks, same moon position. So this is really like now. This gots to be hitting home now, the minute that you see the devil. Now, the devil could mean a lot of different things. That's the when I see the card come into a reading, I'm like, okay, but what? The devil is very, very tricky. kind of an energy in a card. It can mean a lot of different things. It doesn't want to be, the energy doesn't want to be found out as being deceitful. It wants to own and have you bound in whatever this is about as long as possible. But I think here is that I'm seeing the little angels, the little cherubs, those little. It's kind of like I think you know what this is. I don't think you're. I don't think you're out in the cold about this one. I think you know what this is pertaining to. Here's the devil in a nutshell. I can go down the list until I flip this, right? But this is where you you let your guard down on this one. This one's like too much. There's a lot of ways I can read this. Wow, in the oracle, it's so beautiful. The two moons are signifying you choose it now. You choose this now. You know what you're involved with, what this is, okay, before I say more about it. But you need a new circle. You need newness. You need a new surrounding. You need new friends. Not like new friends. It's like you need more like-mindedness around you. Whatever this is, before I flip this, is highly toxic and you know it. You see it. You're not that fooled. Let's see what else it says though. But it's like, you know, okay. There's a part of you that still wants to entertain it because, see, it's there. Let me see what else the tarot says. Whoa, and that one fell to the floor. Strong messages when it falls on the floor because it's like me. Okay, anything else here? Anything else here? Anything else? Anything else? Because I don't feel a bad vibe at all. I just have a lot more to say about this. Yeah. Okay. I'll get that in a minute. Resilience, skill, conviction, generosity. In tarot language, normal tarot language, it is the Nine of Wands, the Page of the Pentacle. I'm captured by the imagery. The Seven of the Wands and the Six of the Pentacle. Oh, I see. Well, the warning here about the devil is you've met someone that it's like I'm getting several situations because a lot of people watch this. But the strongest one first is to see what you own, is to see the money, then to test your physical energy capacity. What can you do for me? And then it goes into They go in for it, like, you know, it's like a predator situation kind of thing. Then they go in for the kill, playing it off like how generous they are. See, remember, devil is always like, oh, it's so nice when you first meet, or the offer, or whatever this is that wants to be handed to you is so fucking phony. It's going to rip you off, and you're looking at it like, I've got a feeling this is not good. So it's like either a job offer, someone you've met, like if you're dating, single, or where you're, especially where what's really passionate to you with what you know and what you want to do forward, because you're going forward. It's rumbling out there. There's a lot of noise today in the outside. Given this area is usually quiet. So when that happens, I consider all in the reading. I get it, because you see that is a distraction for you. It's very enticing. I get it. It's so juicy and yummy. And it's false. This person or situation prays, and the way that they use the cover is their generosity, in whatever way that is. It's very yummy though. It's real yummy. But no, the devil's about temptation, lies, deceit, control. It wants you bound, where it takes your soul, spirit, and power away, where it steals your ideas, your passion. It tries. This is how in-depth this is. Guess so. There's rattling outside. More noise. And grumbling in the sky. Dry, no lightning. That's interesting though. So something's bubbling in Virgo energy with you especially. See, because you're at a point where I want to expand. I want to broaden my knowledge. Like, you be the type to take a class, a workshop, a mentor under somebody where your skills are. And if anything doesn't feel right in you going forward with this, and you meet the situation, something's there, like it's too good, like, oh, generosity, ooh, please beware, there's a card on the floor, let me go get it. Of course, I just picked up the card on the floor, and it's the Star. You see, your vision is very sweet. Your vision is as Ganesh is. It's very peaceful. There's a dove here. The Ganesh cards, 22 is a nice numerology number. It's harmony. It's relaxation. Remember, there's something like kind of equivalent to the Temperance, but a little bit more protective here in the situation, that you don't choose whatever this devil thing, person, situation, news, whatever that may be, because dude, it won't steal everything from you. I think you're gonna see it. You're seeing it. You're not captured by those lies so much. There's something here that's deeper. I think, like, and perhaps, if you voice it or say something, the that others won't experience it as well, because I know you have a voice. Stupid shit. Let's have some star news, shall we? We get that vibe. That weird. That's how come the stuff like I just read what's here. But I know you're ready for more, where you're definitely like expanding. That's the energy of the Virgo vibe, is the expansion. There we go. The world, prosperity, adaptability, rewards, and your inner voice. You know, I told you, you know. So this is reconfirmation. So something's completing here deep. That's the time I said, this is a little deeper than that. I'm not going to just end like, oh, I found the star on the floor. So that's your wishes. You know, it's if you're seeing this, it should shake you up. This reconfirmation, by the way, because this was everything on the line. When I'm seeing the priestess in that life everlasting, she has the Ankh and it's upside down. Dude, this is bad news. This isn't good news. So if you don't know what it is, don't be in denial, because you gotta know what this is. Or if it comes to you because it's really surprising, zap, zap, zip, 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 the way things have been going on, right? So this is about like all your dreams, your wishes, your prayers answered, your manifestations coming in. It's everything's on the line, and it gets shook like a little quake here. But this is all about completion. This is all about no. There's a card called Inner Voice, and it's not even the High Priestess. It's like, you know, from what? Experiencing, you know, this is old. Like you roll your eyeballs. If you saw the devil and you're like, oh, F this dude. But see, he's there. It's still present. So there's some work to do where it dissolves like forever. And it looks like it's on this side. Remember, this is Virgo. Quick to the point, no bullshitting around. Boom, boom, boom. So this is what's fun. You are returning home. This hits home for you. You know, you're really ready to go out and expand what you've been wanting to learn, what you've been wanting to add to what you're doing. There's a lot of expansion vibes here in all the piles. It's just different ways, different details. But with you, you're coming back home. There's really a huge past that's no longer. You don't have the same mindset, the same things that you wanted even a month ago, and it keeps getting deeper. This is about your expansion and your prosperity, so that you're going to be like, wow, what do I do with all this? And then you have the reward card, which is kind of funky. It's funky because it's like, it just means there's abundance for your work, for completing those old cycles. I'll show you the images, you know, the camera. But it's this inner voice one, because it is a cup card. It's an 8. It's a it's a page of a cup too, but in this case it's called Inner Voice. And there's an angler right here in the sea. Interesting. So this is like this imagery is very interesting to represent it this way. You see, because if it's a page and you're ready for the new, and it's about your dreams, and it's like there's a king here. The prosperity card is the king card. It comes in it comes in so... The vibe here when it comes in, when you're experiencing this, is not only freedom, but you finally get to thank your tribe. There's tribe vibes here. For some of you, some tribe. Because you've got some... The way they think of you is like, you know what, this person cuts the freaking balls, man. Or like someone that takes risks. Sometimes, you know, you have some really good people around you. Really nice tribe. So you've learned. So even if this is a page of a cup, there's some tools that you have that the traditional tarot is like not depicting. So I take it that this is this deck. Because you know what? I think you gave it up trying to figure it out. You just know, like, you know, there's like something that took over here. Very grounded. So this is an anglerfish as your tool. The grace of the balance of the ballet dancer has wings. So it's signifying, you know, that swan rebirth. It's very focused. There's an eye here. And where we see the eye or the eye shape is the star card as you're looking above, third eye. So this is like you got some mighty tools underneath your belt. Let me show you your images. Okay, images. So we started here. So happy birthday once again to Ganesh. I showed you these cards here. So there's this dude. Okay, see what I mean by it could be... This guy's a little bit more bony back here. This guy's a little buffed and muscular up here. So what it tells me, I read the messages already on that one. Oof. I like those little... Okay, and then... This is the card that fell on the floor, so I'll get to that. So this was the next 4 underneath. Again, I'm showing you the messages, the images regarding the messages I just spoke of. Sometimes I elaborate and sometimes I just show them because it's a lot of message. Take a look at this one. So see the images as she's looking above. This is what this is beautiful right here. This. You're gonna have choices. Where should we go? I could do you're gonna be so freed up. You'll balance it just fine. You have her. I wanted to get to this card. Is the angler. That's your tool. You know how to spot this. This right here is the devil vibes. Makes sense. The anglerfish has that light and it allures prey. Although not dangerous to humans as much because, you know, this is a real in-depth creature of the sea. But that's what's the special, unique tool is, that you're focused and you know how to spot this already because it was over here. Anyways, Look at the grace, look at the balance, look at the flow of the sea here, represented as a cup suit, the blue. Maybe look at this one right here. This is what I want to leave you with. The freedom, the peace is coming. If this is a process or a reconfirmation. Because when I see this, the reward, this is a funny card, you know? Because it's kind of modern, and look at the fly there. And the fly's on the outside, looking in. You already know that you know how to protect, you know how to spot. It's a really interesting lineup. If you ever want a reading from me, just you know how to get in touch with me. But look, it's so beautiful. Thank you for watching. Much love. Salud. Check out her pencil, your ideas. Look at that double out. And here's the fourth choice, is number 6. I'm giving lots of space because I know there's going to be a lot of cards. Each pile has been very chargy with cards. What is the Ganesh card here? It can't just be one. Some of them stick. There you go. Surrender. Sustenance. So, happy birthday, Ganesh, by the way. Oh, the pineapple. The treats. Oh, so there we go. There. Next is the Oracle card. Wow, she means business. It's time for some harvesting, man. And this is sharp. Okay. The tarot. Oh, the moon. I love that. The stars. And then the death. That's beautiful. Interesting. Different deck. Strong message. I can't wait to get into the messages. Notice the position here. And then it opens up. Okay, get to the messages. This is a really beautiful vibe. Because he's peaceful here and he's in surrender. Now, why Ganesh is very special to me is that he appeared to me when on, I believe it was bringing in the year 2012 in ceremony. It was New Year's Eve to New Year's Day. And it was very much about surrendering, because that's what that ayahuasca ceremony is, very much surrender. But to have the sustenance come. So in this portrayal where he's on the side, that's how he came into my vision. And he was sideways, with the belly and playful with the trunk. And I didn't know what it was that I was looking at. Just going, what's with the elephant thing? How come he looks like a kid, or it's a baby, or it's not like it wasn't adult or grown in size. And it was really fun. I didn't know what it was. And interesting, the sustenance comes. And then there's Harvest Woman over here. Get out. Followed by the moon, the stars, the death card. Wowie, nice. This is something about your abundance. Perhaps it's your health that you want to change. There's a lot of change going on, but this is like, I want this. Because this is the stars is showing up. Okay, so this is something very endearing here. It's very yummy and sweet to you. Especially the results. Or what it reaps. You've handled a lot. And you know how to, even though emotions can be reactive, you've learned to balance them out a little bit. So they don't control the show. But you've been through a lot. Because if you notice from the moon to the stars, the person in the imagery goes from having very short hair to long hair with the star card. It's a lot about tribe too, or sometimes it's about separating from tribes, because, and then you know, so I'm going to check into that. Oh, what else do I see with this scythe lady here? She just means business. She's all, look at her. Let me see, what kind of shoes does she have? It's really beautiful. Wait till I show it more close up. Definitely, it feels fall-like. Like the transitioning, like you're ready for it. You're ready for the transition, and you're like, I'm not waiting for any sun to come up or moon to align. It's now. You mean business. So your dreams, like your wishes come true, your blessings, what you want to see manifest. There's a death card here. And it's the death card's looking, and this time the head is wrapped. In the woman above, the wrap in the head is undone. So if you experience something very strongly emotionally in particular, thanks for feeling that and not numbing out. Just taking it on. What does this tarot deck have to say, though? It's been very, very chatty. Every pile, it's been chatty. To the point where they're flying on the floor. You know how it goes if you've had a reading from me, it flies on the floor. Yummy. Let's see what we got here. My favorite ace. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. This is so beautiful. It's very beautiful. So, I'll redo the cards, the words. First card is love, the Hierophant, the Magician, dare, and gratitude. So right off, it starts off with the ace. And look at how the ace is portrayed. See the blessings being poured. This hits home. Now, This cup that's being filled is the true love here. This renewal is about self. This is a priest. There's the magician who is solo, which is within, like, on its own. And there's a king of wands here, the dare, but it's an eagle and a leopard. I can see more animals here, but I just keep looking at it. It's a lot that you've been through, and you're like wanting the downtime. This card's called gratitude, though. Anyway, let me tap in here, because each deck, the imagery and the words, I'm going with whatever deck I use. I'm not a traditional reader, nor do I depend on the words. It's the vibe that I capture here, because this is very much like you're in, to the point where it's just like, I want to see the truth, but there's like love here, because this has to do with your sustenance, like your abundance here. It's not just the food, what you put in, but it could be that you really want in to change that deep. It's like having a spiritual bath for yourself, a reconnection with yourself, a reunion with yourself, where you tap into what? Right here, your heart intelligence and no one else's. If someone comes into the picture, although, this will be a good experience. It will start off as like, you think marriage vibes and all that. Everyone thinks it's so fabulous in the beginning, but you know, it has a feeling where it turns into more like a platonicness connection. Because right now, if you're having, it's that way, and then there's another way where it can continue. That's like personal readings are personal readings. I'm just reading what's here because there's many ways this can play out here. But according to this, given there's the harvest up there and the death card with it, this is a union for yourself. You know, you want to go deeper in something in the next level. You know, you really want to, when the Hierophant shows up, it's knowledge. It's next level up for yourself. It's like you want to go further in your spiritual path, or it's that much of the energy of your soul and your spirit, that what you want to study and take on. Because the Magician here is a solo type of energy, self. But the sternness of the owl is like, I want to sharpen my wisdom and I want to fly where people don't see me coming. Just as the Magician. You know, when you have the King of Wands, that's going to take a lot of boldness and brave and not backing down. So that's why that's there. You're grateful for where you going to zoom to. But there's a humbleness here. There's a humbleness here, like, you know, you're going to come from a more simplistic type of maybe lifestyle change, approach. It's a very interesting directional change here, because it's time to face that fire that you always, there's the harvest lady right there. You said it. All I need is the sun to pop. I go, man, if I see the sun pop up, but there's fire here. The stars here with the change. When I see the Ace of the Cup, that's a big boom. Boom, boom. There's a literal heart here, too. See, there will be no more scarcity. The Ace of the Cup, where, you know, this, they call it love. Yeah, that's my ayahuasca card in my tarot, because that's how it is with me in ceremony. It just doesn't stop. It just keeps pouring in the intensity that she truly is, the love force that she really is. Ooh, it's so much fun. It's intense, though. It's not easy to contain and sit up all night. But for me, it's my life, man. It's my love of my life. It's to have that type of dedication to self. So however the boom change comes, that you get renewed, recharged, like having a bath, it's going to reap harvest. It's going to pay off, so that you're content. You don't want people, like, it's very peaceful and serene. And maybe it's a retreat, maybe it's a change of location, maybe traveling. There's a lot of change that's so beautiful, and you're so welcoming it. You're like, oh, good. Yay, now I can harvest. Wow, right next to the sustenance card. So it's going to be all around good, because that cup of love, it's everything. It's your heart. It's everything. It's my favorite ace. Anything else? And then I'll flip the camera over. Okay, I see. It wants me to stop. I get it. Oh, I get it. Oh, I get it. It wants me to stop. Okay. Let me pause for a minute. Okay, what it is they want me, the card table wants me to switch over to this deck to see if we have any doubles here. Because remember I said, wouldn't that be magic if the sun showed up on the table? Okay. Yeah, there's a level of healing here and clearing the heart space as well. That's maybe perhaps why sometimes it propels us forward to go onward with certain things and get that boldness back and that fire back, even though if we have to look at certain things. Let me shuffle a little bit more. Okay. Anything else? Oh, I have a thing about that. Okay, hold up. Anything else? Sure, as I thought. Oh, Lady Chalices. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is beautiful. Yeah. Just like I had thought. I think what's coming death-wise is that I think you're either in the process or began, or you already gone through it or whatever, right? But this is a lot of emotions here. This is a lot of leaving something behind, dealing with it. Because remember, the moon's here. So it fell on top of the moon, and then it actually on top of the stars. So that's what's like dying here, is the emotion around that you've been going through. And, you know, and then the high priestess is over here, like, with her book, right? And you're like, I know, it's time. the Queen of the Chalices is the Queen of the Cup here, right? She's like my ayahuasca mom. That means you're ready for your cup to get filled. You are, just like the the harvesting woman there. And this is Virgo's season, right? So that's what's coming to an end. You're going to get your cup filled. You've put in the work. You've surrendered the surrender card here. Now you're ready for that sustenance, and you're ready to rake it in. You're ready to get it in. Abundance, change, fat. Meaning the fat where you're just full. Because remember, there's a vibe here of simplicity. Or like another vibe that has been coming through is tending to tribe where they've helped you. Someone could use your help as well. Whatever help that may be that comes from your heart. Let me show you the images. A lot of beautiful images came across today. Okay, she's over here. She's way over there, like, okay. So I'm going to leave her here for a minute. All right. Okay. So it was the moon, the stars, the death card. On top of that, when I wanted to go further, it's the 8. It's the 3. Excuse me, the 8. So it's the 3 cup, would be equivalent of the 3 cup, like upside down. Because whatever the past was, that these cups right here, because it's usually celebration, it's usually sisterhood, we're partying, we're having a good time, but it's upside down. So there's a detachment there. There's a death card here. Something changed and got, it's let go of. It's a very emotional time here. We got the moon. But you're about to get your cup filled. When I see this right here, that's the ace and the Hierophant. Let me show you a little deeper here. And the bear energy is bold and strong. As the saying is, don't poke the bear. For what you want to do going forward, look at the team here. Look at the pair of bears there, like, and this is another strong animal here. So there's a lot of great allies here. Good, strong connections coming in for you, Virgo, energy-wise. That would be more like retrograde stuff. Geez, let me remind you what it started with. Okay, back over here, there's the Hierophant going deeper with the Magician. That full moon there. There's the Dare and the 4 cup, which is called gratitude. Different, right? This is where I get the more like simplicity vibes. Like, you already been through it, looked appealing, all that. She's just like, nah. Although, you do see, there's the tornado, right? Coming in the distance. She knows. You know when to get up. But it just gave me like simplicity vibes. Because here, there's a boldness here for like changing something, for going after getting your cup filled. You're going to get revived over here. And if you listen to you. High intuitiveness. So, thank you for watching. You know how to get in touch if you want a personal reading from me. Much love, everybody. Salud. Till next time.